Growing up, I'm not a rags to riches story, guys. What I am is somebody who refused to quit. I always asked why. I always said, when they said, oh, you can't have that house is for the people that have money, that's for the rich. That lady has a nice car, they probably did something illegal to get it. That's how I was raised. And we talked about the relationship with money before. We got to talk about that, right? Relationship with money. That's how I was raised. But I did have a mentor in my life. I had an amazing grandparents, and thank God for them, because my grandfather worked really hard, and I saw that you can make anything out of yourself if you believed in yourself and you refused to quit and refused to listen to the people. And excuse me if I say it, but I always say, when you're in a room, right, and I call it the king of the dipshits. And Mark says that, Mark, he says that too now. King of the dipshits. You're in a room, you're at a party, and everyone's trying to up how bad their lives are. Oh, my wife is terrible, my kids are a pain in my butt, I can't stand my boss, the economy sucks, gas prices are this, eggs are this. And sometimes we go to events and I'm like, man, I don't even want to go to this thing because they don't get me, right? It's a king, everyone's complaining how they're trying to top each other, right? Who has that happen? Who's going to events where everyone's trying to top how bad their lives are, right? That's the king of the dipshits, right? King of the dipshits. So I never ever fell for that in my life. I was always like, if he could do it, why can't I? Why can't I? That's how I always felt. Now, I didn't know how I was going to do it. We just sat at lunch, and Ori was talking to me about ChatGPT, and I'm like, man, this is so cool. I'm so enamored. Usually I go to these events, and I'm kind of like the smartest guy in the room sometimes. And I always say, if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Forget about your ego. Take your ego, put it on the table. Nobody cares about you. Let me be honest. Nobody cares about you. It might hurt your feelings. They care about what you can do for them. Right? What I can do for you, that's what you care about. You don't care about my life right now. Like, what is Dan going to give me right now that's going to project my life to live the way he's living? Lazy, on his ass at the beach on a boat all summer. That's what you care about, right? Is that why you're not here?